Hi and welcome back to Bridal Society. So Valentine's Day is just around the corner now, and some of you might be having your wedding on Valentine's Day if you're super romantics. So with that in mind, we thought we'd bring you sort of an extra special episode of Bridal Society today, if you like, and we've hit the high streets and rounded up some options of bridal lingerie for you to wear under your dress and transition to evening. Yes, so with that in mind, first up we went to Debenhams. Obviously probably a very popular choice for underwear as a location. So firstly I chose a set from Ted Baker at Debenhams. So we've got this bra here. So this is the Ted Baker's Cuff Lace Plunge Bra, which comes in sizes 32A to 38DD. It's £26 and is ivory technically. I quite like this. I quite enjoy this sort of front cross detailing at the front that joins the two cups there, and the slight sort of lace detailing. If you like something that's not too fussy, this is probably quite a good option. Yeah, but again, it's as much as you might like the not too fussy, you may feel then it's maybe not bridal enough, like there's maybe not anything special.
This is something that
quite plain at the
you
back.
could wear just anytime. You wouldn't necessarily, it doesn't scream bridal, so you could happily wear it after the wedding as well.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. As of course you can with any lingerie.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
don't let us limit you. But yeah, and this got quite as a plunge cup, and I did find it quite enhancing when I tried it on. So it is padded, but it doesn't have the like extra insert or anything. But despite that, it was still enhancing, as I say. So I really quite liked this one. It was a bit scratchy at the back, I have to say. There was a bit of poor finishing on this one, just sort of where the clasp is, and it's a 2-hook clasp. But other than that, I did really like it. Obviously, like with any underwear, the best underwear is what you feel most confident in, and obviously we've tried this stuff on, but different body shapes, body types, sizes and things, it's all going to look different, just in that it looks different on us from it did on the model and the pictures online and things. So, bear all that in mind, but yeah, it's just our little guide, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did also pick up the underwear, like the bottoms, to go with these things. So this is, would you model that for me, so to speak? So there's the thong, sorry, not literally, and these are the briefs that went with it. So as you can see, like they've got the similar front detailing on the fronts, but the thong really has nothing going on at the back.
It's very plain.
Yeah. But it was really quite nice and soft because there's a slight sort of satin edge here, so it sits quite nicely, and there was no like muffin top going on. I do tend to upsize one size in briefs for me, just because I like to try and avoid any kind of like hint of a muffin top thing going on, so I do tend to upsize, and that it was a good fit for me then in this. Yeah, the back of the briefs is really pretty. So you've got some like, it's see-through, but some like lace detailing. It's a nice cut, it was flattering. I
picked out a slightly different style. So this is an underwide corset from ASOS. It was £30 and it comes in sizes 30A up to 38D. So I think this is the kind of corset that is more just for the style rather than actually sucking anything in. It is boned and it is underwired, so it would give you some support. But yeah, it's certainly not a shaping corset, maybe like the traditional ones would be. It's very see-through on, which again, it's
stick my hand in.
Kind of that's personal preference whether you like that kind of thing or not. And it's got adjustable straps on both the shoulders and the suspender straps at the bottom, so you can attach these to some suspenders.
A full-on outfit.
Yeah. And then at the back, it just fastens with hook and eye down the back. So you might need some help kind of getting into this, maybe.
Team effort.
Yeah. And one thing,
bridesmaids help in the morning.
One thing I discovered about ASOS own brand lingerie is that they teamed up with Copperfield, the charity, and there's a label inside all their bras and lingerie which just reminds you just to check your breasts, which is very important. And I thought it was quite a nice touch.
Yeah, it's quite clever then.
Yeah.
But next up, it's another bra set. Again from Debenhams. So we're now in their, how are we saying this? Rega? What was that? How did you say it?
I think one of those I was...
Okay, yeah, sort of Janet Rega. So yeah, just a line within Debenhams. And so this is the top of it. So this is the Stella multi-weight bra, which is £35 and goes from a 32A all the way up to a 38E. So quite a good range of sizes there. And again, this is classed as ivory. Like all bras, it has adjustable straps, but this is a multi-way bra, so these straps detach, and I did test it. I feel like it would stay up on its own without the straps. It's obviously padded, but again doesn't have like the extra inserts inside or anything, because I just don't fundamentally understand that. Yeah, so a bit more bridal. You've got sort of a nice bead at the front here where the bow is, much more lace going on, and at the back it's just sort of see-through two-clasp fastening. Very comfortable. Yeah, no complaints on that front. It's quite soft. When we got it out, I was like, it's huge, right? And obviously, we both ordered it in our own sizes, right? So we're used to seeing what they look like, but it's very full coverage. So, which isn't a look I normally like, but it may be for you. So if you like absolute full coverage, this is actually a really good option. But yeah, it really just come all the way up, and then the lace trim just sits nicely across you.
So if you were wearing a strapless dress on your wedding day, you might need to test this one out. See how high it comes up compared to the dress, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Also because of the fringing, like the scalloping across the top. And because it's so full, I feel like it makes a slightly odd shape, like, for you. But yeah, so I guess with any underwear that you're putting under a dress like this, like, also if you have your dress at home by this point, maybe try it on with your dress on top too, or at least put some other clothing over the top so you can see what kind of shape it creates, because yeah, you don't want any surprises on the big day, do you? So yes, and then I have the bottoms. You hold the thong for me again. So yeah, the thong over here and the briefs. These are both the Valentina lace bottoms. This is Brazilian briefs, and I say the thong cut. So similar but not the same on the front actually with these, but some satin and lace. The back on these ones are just see-through and plain. Thank you very much, love. And the back of these ones is much prettier, like there's a lot of like pretty lace going on. It's just the random hole, like I don't know if you can see, like yeah. When I tried this on, my husband was like, I just don't understand the hole. But yeah, which was kind of my impression. It just sits in a funny place on me, at least. I don't know if someone with a, like, I have a behind, like, I do a lot of squats and lunges, what can I say? But yeah, if you're someone maybe is smaller there, maybe this would sit higher up on your back and it would just show the smaller of your back, while I'm kind of more of a builder's bum look. Not what I'm going for, so yeah, I was kind of rejecting these slightly. Comfortable though, and it was flattering on the hips, like with the cut of it. It was nice shape. Yeah, the hole just sits poorly. Yeah.
also from the same range in Debenhams.
Which we can't pronounce.
This is called the Stella crop top, and I haven't seen a bra other than like a sports bra in this kind of style before. So it's, as I say, it's a crop top, so it's thicker sleeves and then full at the front.
Yeah, you're probably not one that starts since being like a early teens, right?
And a keyhole back, which is quite pretty actually. And it's got adjustable straps both at the top and the bottom of the back, just so depending how wide you need it. And pretty scalloped lace at the bottom as well. I don't think this one, it is underwide, but I don't think it would give you a huge amount of support on the day. It is more just of a crop top style rather than anything that would really hold you up. It's quite an unusual design. The lace is really soft and pretty, but it would limit you with the style of dress you could wear.
Yeah. Like with some dresses they could add detailing,
Yes,
but it would have to be very specific.
Yeah, so obviously it wouldn't work with kind of a strappy dress or a strapless dress unless you wanted to use this as part of the design, but it might work with a keyhole back, a dress with a keyhole back that had a high front and sleeves, because you just have
a halterneck.
Yeah, you just have to try it on again with your dress. And this one again goes from a 32A up to a 38E, so quite a wide range of sizes available. And it also, if you kind of like the style but not a fan of the ivory or not thinking for your wedding day, it does also come in black.
There you go. But next I hopped on over to M&S, Marks and Spencer's, Marks and Sparks, whatever you like to call it in your household. Not necessarily advertised as bridal lingerie, but we felt it could be classed as such. So we have a set here, but so they didn't define the colour, but I would describe this more as like an oyster colour. It's certainly not white or ivory, but yeah. So again, it depends on your dress. These aren't detachable straps or anything, but obviously adjustable. At the back here you've got some lace detailing that continues around the back on this one, but it is a 3-clasp hook, which you may like. I find it kind of a bit industrial and full on and unnecessary. So yeah, it didn't feel sort of as sexy or any of those kind of things to me. So again, from the front, like, it's a comfortable bra, and it sits nicely at the front, like it's flattering cut in the bra cups itself. I just had a bit of an issue with, if I can just hold it right, the lacing part at the bottom. Could you just point to where I mean? So this bit at the front underneath, like, it doesn't sit flat and it just maybe pick up it. Yeah, so it's all kind of sort of wavy, and so it just sits on you and looks a bit frilly, which I didn't like. So it just looked odd, and I felt a bit like a milkmaid in some kind of way, just that sort of frilly lace thing going on. Anyway, it wasn't working for me, this one, so being the reject pile for me. And the matching briefs. So I should say the bra is from their Rosy range. It's in silk and is, I believe, called Alabaster. I think that's maybe how you say it. And it ranges from a 30B to a 38 double D in size. And is £27.50. The briefs are £12.50. And again, I applied my rule of thumb that I mentioned before about upsizing. That was a mistake here. It's massive. I think even my regular size would probably have been too big. Yeah, and despite that, you still kind of get a bit of a muffin top. Like, because I think it's quite a thin piece of elastic right at the top. There's nothing to soften it, but yeah, like the back, like they're granny pants. They're see-through granny pants. Sexy granny? No? Moving swiftly on. Yeah, so they are see-through, but in, I say, this kind of almost skin tone at that point, so it looks a bit odd. Huge coverage, and sits really high waisted, on me anyway. Yeah, not feeling it on any level, I'm afraid. So other than comfort, yeah, that was it. And then so it just was a bit bigger on top as well. There was a bit more space. The cup size was fine, but again, the around the ribs part was a bit more spacious, I would say, than normal in my experience.
Maybe M&S isn't your shop.
Maybe it's not. No, maybe not.
So as we said, the most important thing is to feel confident and comfortable on your wedding day. And you might find actually that you end up, depending on the dress you choose, with maybe some huge Spanx. These are actually from M&S as well, just to suck everything in and smooth it out, so you feel
no panty lines or anything,
which aren't the sexiest
that may be something you change out of before the evening, perhaps.
But thanks a lot for watching. We hope this has been interesting, helpful. A bit different to our usual content, but yeah, just stick around for some more ideas and inspiration advice. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.